What's up guys, it's Mike with Shallow Reefing, coming back at ya with another video, and today we're going to do an update video on the 200-gallon mixed reef and see what's going on. But one thing that's going on is this man has hand, foot, and mouth syndrome, so yeah, not good. Alright, so what's going on with the tank? Well, I'll be honest, I've been struggling to want to put out some content. Ever since Dory died, it's been really tough. You know, I'm not as interested in the tank. I don't know if I'm going through, not like depression, but you know, when you lose one of your favorite animals, it's just really hard to kind of keep going. So, in order to replace Dory, we have one other fish in quarantine. My wife wants to call this fish Rory, but I might do a little poll on my YouTube channel and see what you guys want to name this fish. She's going for Rory. Might be Corey or Tory or something along those lines. Spencer, do not grab that, please. But when it rains, it pours, and one of my favorite corals of all time has passed away. My giant dragon sulfavia that I've had since 2014 kicked the can. So nothing I did for this coral worked. Feeding didn't work, witch hazel dip didn't work, target feeding, aminos, nothing worked, reef restore didn't work. It just kept dying. There's nothing to do to bring it back. So I'm trying to save what remains of it. I probably should have got on it earlier. I tried to save the whole colony, but that was probably not a good idea looking back at it in hindsight. So I broke off some pieces, dipped it with witch hazel, and hoped that no more infection would spread. But as you can see, not really looking the best. Luckily, I have this giant frag right here. Well, it's really another mini colony that I can kind of put back on to the frag plugs and kind of grow it back out and have another piece of it. But yeah, after losing that and Dory, just not really feeling the tank right now. And you know, things kind of go up and down. They wane with your excitement and your enthusiasm level based off of, you know, coral growth, fish death, coral death. It's just been kind of hard to kind of maintain excitement for the tank when, you know, your beloved fish, one of the reasons why you upgraded this tank, is no longer with you. You can kind of see this Euphilia is just giant. This is probably a 2-foot swath that it kind of takes up in the tank. The growth is pretty dang good, I have to say. Everything's going pretty well in the tank, other than those 2 major deaths. And I sent out an eDNA test to Aquabiomics about 12 days ago, mailed it. I still haven't got a confirmation that they received it. Hopefully they'll receive it, and then we'll figure out what's going on with the tank. And then did something really stupid. I had this Scully, which was right here, and I kind of just put it there just for a placeholder. But if you guys remember, I put that LED light for the Higer one right there and just shined it down and took some par readings, and I kept it there for like 3 hours. I'm 99.9% sure that I just blew that thing up with par. And I'm pretty sure this thing was getting probably in the 500 par range with that. Maybe 400 to 500 par range, and it just melted this coral. That was only for 3 hours, so yeah, not a good life choice on my part. All the other Scullies looking pretty dang good, honestly. Pretty happy with it. I've started fragging more of my Sunkiss because it's just growing like gangbusters in the tank. And all my, you know, more LPS style corals are over here, which I love. Also, I'm really happy I can finally keep fire dartfish in this tank. Overall, I guess it could be worse, but you know, 2 corals that I had, one since 2015 and Dory, you know, that's just been really hard. But at least I get to enjoy the tank. I know as time goes on, I'm gonna actually start to have to do more and more in this area with all these mushrooms. I'm gonna have to start fragging it, ripping it out, removing rocks, doing something, because my growth has just gotten too big. You can kind of see right here. Yep, the Duncan's already starting to sting that acro. So I gotta do something about that in the future. And then I just got really lazy with this Miyagi tour and just kind of threw it on this Chip Pavona. But yeah, that is it for the tank right now. Everything seems to be going okay, but just kind of down. That coral, the strawberry shortcake, is looking just amazing. I wish the camera would do it justice, but it is just growing like a weed, and it's just beautiful right now. Also, Walt Disney's not doing too bad either. Looking really good. Maybe I'll get some top-down shots. Hey Spencer, are you feeling okay? You just kinda, yeah, at least you got a smile on your face. Hey Can's looking really good. Sorry, Micro Musa is looking really good. Lobo, pretty good. I mean, look at this. It is just growing out of the water right now. And the Walt Disney, I'm getting some of the color back in it. I think the key is some sulfur. My sulfur level was low. My sulfates were really low. So started dosing some of that. I'll show you the dosing that I've been kind of doing to adjust my levels. I'm really impressed with this strawberry shortcake. It is wonderful. I ripped out my Hollywood Stunner and I put a Raja Rampage somewhere back there if you can see it. But this Hills Have Eyes monopore, need to rip that out. Everything's looking good here. Have a bunch of dead coral skeleton that I kind of planted some more corals on top of. This guy definitely needs to be trimmed back. You can see the Duncan. This grew from a single head in 2014 and now it's just a giant colony that's been fragged multiple times. Looking at the Garf Bonsai. Pretty dang good, really happy with it. Got some more acros over in here. I believe that was a pink Cadillac of some sort. Yeah, things are just kind of taking over in this area. Especially looking at all the Euphilia. This guy, actually my toxic green frog spawn, had an issue with it. I had to frag it back. I believe when I dosed too much of one of the elements, or I didn't dose too much, I did it exactly as it was said on Fauna Marin. But I believe because I wasn't dosing all the elements, something happened and caused like brown jelly disease, so I had to frag that all the way back. Yeah, isn't that fun, Spencer? But overall, love the top-down view of the corals. Makes me really happy. That Scripps, man, just is growing like crazy. I gotta get rid of more of it. Yeah, you agree, Spencer? But you guys know I've been dosing all these elements right here, especially the manganese. That is what I think has been helping out. But what I noticed was my sulfates were super low, so I dosed a bunch of sulfur and fluoride, and it's really kind of helped, I think, bring out some of the colors, getting those colors to pop a little bit more. I've always been a little bit low in fluoride, and my sulfur level's been dipping. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm switching back to HW Marin salt, because for some reason my sulfates were never this low when I had HW Marin, but once I went to Fritz, they started dropping. Now, when in doubt, blame it on the salt. That's pretty much what everyone does. I really have no idea if it's from that or whatever, but we'll see. If I get a different ICP reading, I'm gonna be switching over to HW Marin probably in the next couple of months. I got it from BRS on sale. We'll see what happens on Black Friday. I might get some more salt. But until then, that is all I got. I forgot to mention one thing. Ever since Dory's passing, I don't know if I've just been feeding less or whatever, or maybe I've just done a lot of water changes with the quarantine, but my nitrate level went to 0. Absolutely 0. And my phosphate level is down to 0.17. So, I had no idea how much Dory was just adding to my nutrient level, but I'll take those high nutrients with Dory any day. All right, guys, that's all I got for you this time. If you like what you see here, if you want to see more, click the subscribe button. Give me a like, give me a comment below, and let me know how you like this content and this little update. And as always, I'll see you later. Say bye, Spencer. Bye. Spencer, say bye. Dude, Spencer. Oh, okay, you're blowing kisses. This way. Blow kisses this way. You stinker. Say bye. Okay, whatever. We'll keep that at the end. Oh, there we go. Bye. Bye. See you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. For hand, foot, and mouth disease.